70.3 World Championship is a go, go, go. Can we hear you scream? Come on, everybody, put your hands up in the air and please make some noise. Come on. Hey, hey. C'est parti pour cette seconde, cette section de l'émission. Ils font partie des professionnels de la nation. Ça va être très délire. La vague est toujours la première vague. La porte en fait le place du Sénégal est de 11. Et après, comme je disais tout à l'heure, il y a encore un petit final qui est absolument extraordinaire de 10 ans.
Everybody's doing Facebook, everybody's doing Twitter, and here they are. Wow, as we say, Alistair Brownlee is right there. Southampton, Ben Canoes, Xavier, Honey Otis, Josh Hamburger, Pablo Duffy.
Let's go, Alistair. Josh. Up, Chevy.
Ouais, c'est là.
Il va s'amuser.
Alistair Brownlee from the UK, the two-time Olympic champion. Gustav Iden is running right along on the heels, and look at that, Alistair Brownlee already up onto the back of Rudy von Berg. Make their way down into T2. They'll have to get their bags. They will run into the changing tent right there. There goes Von Berg, there goes Brownlee, and here goes Iden. Then they sit down, changing, taking their helmets off. They're putting their running shoes on, getting their caps, and just like that, they will be out onto the run course. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Von Berg, defending that #1 position after coming in off the bike? And here he goes, standing up around is Von Berg. He gets out first. Then goes Brownlee in second place, and Iden quickly to follow in third place. And Von Berg is first. Iden will overtake Brownlee for second. And Brownlee now kicks back in the front.
On se passe sur la droite là, et on se met derrière.
Come on, come on.
On joue fini, voilà, et on roule. Et on roule. Voilà. Parlez pas en même temps que le Real, putain.
Point, and it cracks me up because we do talk to a lot of these athletes, you know, pre-race, and yeah, the focus is on me and my preparation and my execution on the race, and I am waiting for the athlete that has the courage to stand up in a pre-race interview and say, I have been obsessed with what my competitors have been doing all in this build-up, and because it's the honest truth. Everyone is aware of what everyone else is doing.
We just saw the look over the shoulder, and in this case, instead of saying you don't want to look behind you ever, we'll say that what Rudy von Berg did was just give himself a little bit of confirmation that, in fact, third place can be his.
Yes. He
did a long and gradual look over the shoulder. No one's coming. We know Christian Blumenfeld had some paces to indicate he was coming, but the timing is at least for me, Didi, has slowed, and I'm not getting that registry yet.
Yes.
But let's just say Rudy von Berg is exceptional in his late game right now, and he's holding on to that spot.
Yeah, the tracker is a little slow to update, but we do see on the live blog that has in fact updated through 16K, and Rudy von Berg holding his own, still with a comfortable gap down to Christian Blumenfeld. Running very, very well. Just going to run out of real estate, but locked in I think the battle that remains between Javier Gomez and Sebastian Kienle for the top five. Those athletes still lockstep at 16K.
How good is that?
That's great.
It's so fun, and I'm excited for Sebastian Kienle. I'm always excited for Javier Gomez. He's been such a champion for so long, but to look at Kienle and see he also had that injury last year to his Achilles, and he had a real rough go, and hasn't been on the top step of Kona or the World Championship 70.3 for so long now. But guess what? Well, not that long ago, 2014. But here's the story. We've got Sebastian Kienle clearly back in his best form.
Yep.
So now in 5 weeks he can recover. He can get out to Tucson, where he goes in Arizona, USA, and get some heat, expose himself to that final bit of prep for the big show, and it's exciting because, you know, the same reason that we appreciate Jan Frodeno not being here, we miss him because he's so good.
Yeah.
He's such a legend, and he would be here in this fight. So but smart call again. We're just kind of talking about how fun this race is and how much it primes us for the next fun race coming up.
But look at the excitement in Gustav Iden. I think he's actually accelerating. He can smell the finish line.
Totally.
And what a thrill for this young athlete here. He's starting now acknowledging the crowd. It is sinking in. What a performance from this young man today.
That's right. He blew a couple kisses there, and he's soaking it up. We haven't seen any high fives, but acknowledgement. Matt said a whole lap ago he was waving the crowd up, upping the energy, trying to get more from them to him. And there's a Norwegian flag. He grabbed it, gave it thanks. When you can run 320 or below K pace, grab a flag, turn, acknowledge, and thank the person who handed it to you. You are on your game. So right now the flag is up, the smile is on, and it is looking like victory is close upon us for the young Norwegian athlete Gustav Iden. He is the 2019 Ironman 70.3 World Champion.
From this newly crowned 70.3 world champion. I have to say, I'm surprised he wasn't a name that would have been on my radar at the start of the day today. What about you, Michael?
He was not at all on my radar, and it's not for any lack of respect, but we look to history at this event. We look to history at the distance. We didn't look to what he did last weekend or what he did in December of last year. So am I surprised? I can't say so when I analyze his results, but he was definitely not on my radar. I had Brownlee, I had Gomez, in there, but I certainly didn't have him. I had von Berg up here in the top five, so a complete shocker. but this man, that's what we love about Ironman 70.3 racing. You can't call it in.
No.
It is amazing. It is spectacular that someone at relative newbie status to the distance can come in here and win the Ironman 70.3 World Championship. He's got the title.
And tackle a giant like Alistair Brownlee, who's got so much experience, maybe not quite as much experience over the longer distance, but still a giant in the sport of triathlon, and to take down a win ahead of Alistair Brownlee, full credit to Gustav Iden, and still an inspiring and great performance from Alistair Brownlee as well.
That's it. So looking at this, he's taken home the title. He's taken home $45,000 US. He's probably taken home the chance to get a sponsor that'll give him a time trial break if he wants. Just a joke. We really are impressed by the youngster, and he came in here and he represented, I think, some incredible moves. He was a tactician throughout. He positioned himself to go at the right time on the climb. He also went with the right people on the descent. He had a guided tour by two of the best descenders in the sport, Rudy Von Berg and Alistair Brownlee. He really just put himself in the spot to come here and run away with the victory. And now, for the second year in a row, out of Great Britain, our second place finisher is Alistair Brownlee. Let's bring him home, Paul K. A lot happier than last year. Real disappointed. I think this time it's a little bit more content. I don't think he likes to lose, but he looks more content.
And I think he threw all he could at this course today. He was aggressive in the climb, really tried to make a break and get away, establish some distance, and Rudy Von Berg came back on him in the climb. I think that probably spurred him on through the closing stages of the bike. But again, it just couldn't establish a gap, and then just outrun by the young Gustav Iden. So great performance from Alistair Brownlee. I don't think he could be super critical of it. I think the heart and the effort and the battle was there. Just came up a little bit short today.
Totally. Now we got Rudy Von Berg coming across. Rudy Von Berg. We'll say top American, although the man comes from this crowd right here from this place in the south of France. Rudy is looking over one more time just to make sure that he has got it wrapped up, and he does. Rudy, good work to you. By far the best result of his career, even counting his victories at European Championships. Rudy Von Berg, third place at the Ironman 70.3 World Championship, Nice, France.
Going to be a great family celebration. Cheers to Rudy Von Berg. Podium finish. I know his expectations were high. Wanted to perform well in front of his hometown crowd, but still a podium finish for this also very young athlete. A bright future for him.
And now the excitement. Watch this. Absolutely embracing his third place finish. And you have to understand too, this is the adjustment of expectation. Go for the win.